afternoon, everyone. I want to start with a question. How many of you want to be successful in your life? I think almost everyone. Now, let me ask another question. How many of you believe that the successful people are more talented than the rest of us? I had such a thought. I believe that the success belongs to those people who are uniquely gifted. But my life, my experiences taught me the different lesson. Today, I stand here to tell you this. Success is not one big moment, but it's built little by little through consistent efforts and ceaseless tries. It's me, Anvar. I'm from Kottakkal. Friends, I'm not here because I was the smartest one. I'm not here because I had extraordinary opportunities. But I'm here simply because always I kept taking next small steps forward. When I was a degree student, I discovered something about myself. I love teaching. I found teaching as my true passion. Whenever I explain some things, whenever I explain some topics to my classmates, and whenever I participated in seminars and presentations, I felt alive. This small discovery changed my life. After my graduation, I started teaching at a parallel college. My friends there, they told me, Anvar, you don't stop here. You should take B.Ed to update my career, to polish my career. It sounds like an advice. Sometimes a piece of advice can change your future. A piece of advice can change your future. I completed my B.Ed. Then after my post-graduation, a step and another. After post-graduation, I started a school near to my hometown. It had more than 2,000 students. On my first day, I was called to my principal's cabin. He told me, Anvar, you are taking social science to the students in 10th standard. And he looked at me and told, only a few students got A plus in this subject in previous years. I want you to change that. Have you ever been given a responsibility that felt bigger than you? Have you ever been given a responsibility that felt bigger than you? That's what exactly I had given. That's what exactly how I felt. I had two choices. I could make excuses or I could make something different. I selected the second one. I accepted that challenge. I didn't start from textbook. I didn't start from topics or chapters. But I started from my students. I spoke to them. I listened to them. I encouraged them. I understood their fears. I became their teacher. Sometimes their mentor. Sometimes someone who believed in them. And always their friend. Together we worked. We solved previous year's question papers. We discussed each and every topic. We worked again and again. Nothing miracle happened overnight. Nothing magical happened overnight, but something powerful happened over time. Confidence started replacing the fears. Hard work started replacing the excuses. And finally, when the results were published, When this was announced, most of the students achieved A plus in social science, and most of the students achieved A plus in all subjects. That was a proud moment. That day, everyone celebrated the result. But I celebrated something else. I celebrated the power of consistent effort, because that's what really changed those students. Because that's what really changed those students and the situation. If we practice with dedication, we can do everything. Few years later, a vacancy to the principal post was announced in another school. Once again, my principal believed in me. He encouraged and told me to attend the interview. I did that and I was selected. For the past 9 years, I have been working as a principal in that school in MIM High School, Manur. Together with my management, together with my colleagues and teachers, together with my students and their parents, we transformed the school. Today, it's counted. It's proudly counted among the top schools in our sub-district. People always ask me, what's your secret? I just smile them because nothing is there. They wait for big answers. They wait for complicated answers. Actually, there is no such an answer. Success is not taken from one decision, but success is taken from hundreds of decisions. To learn instead of giving up, to prepare instead of complaining, to try hard instead of skipping. That's how success is built. Friends, today, before I leave this stage, I want to ask you the final question. What is the next step in your life? And more importantly, when it is your next step in your life? Next year? Next month? Tomorrow? No, it's today. It should be today, because your future doesn't change in one big moment, but your future changes in exact moment when you decide to take the next step. Always remember, small steps create big achievements. Small efforts build big victories. And success is always built little by little. Proud to be a teacher. Thank you. Thank you very much.